Hey NFL fans, before we dive into today's hottest stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from NFL News Now. The Dallas Cowboys have once again become the center of the NFL universe, and this time, it's not because of a game-winning drive or a stunning comeback. It's because Jerry Jones has officially pulled the trigger. Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer has been fired. Yes, you heard that right. The man responsible for calling the plays, for shaping Dak Prescott's offense, is out. And according to multiple whispers inside the organization, Jerry didn't wait a single second longer than he had to. We need to change in time, he reportedly told close staff members before making the move public. This decision feels like the typical Jerry Jones play, dramatic, unexpected, and perfectly timed to shake up not only the Cowboys' locker room, but the entire league conversation. It's the kind of move that sends a message. The Cowboys won't sit back and watch another season slip away. For fans, it's déjà vu all over again. Another season of hope, tension, and a mid-season bombshell that leaves everyone asking the same question. What's next for Dallas? And perhaps more importantly, who will be the next man to try and fix this offense before the Cowboys' Super Bowl window slams shut for good? You can feel the tension in the air, can't you? The Cowboys started this season with big dreams, high-powered offense, defensive dominance, and Super Bowl ambitions as bold as ever. But lately, that offense hasn't looked like the powerhouse Jerry Jones promised fans during training camp. Dak Prescott has struggled to find rhythm. The running game has been inconsistent, and the play calling has felt predictable, conservative, and out of sync with the team's identity. That's exactly why, according to insiders, Jerry Jones felt the need to act now rather than later. Time is running out, a source close to the Cowboys front office reportedly said, echoing Jones's sense of urgency. The Cowboys can't afford to waste another season stuck in mediocrity, not when they have stars like Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott in their prime years. Firing Schottenheimer might seem harsh, but in Jerry's eyes, it's the kind of bold step needed to jolt the franchise back to life. The NFL waits for no one, and Jerry Jones has built his empire on making sure his team stays relevant, no matter the cost or controversy involved. The interesting part is that this decision didn't just come out of thin air. There had been murmurs for weeks that Jerry Jones wasn't happy with the offensive direction. Reports from the locker room hinted at growing frustration among players who felt the playbook lacked creativity and adaptability. The Cowboys' offense has looked mechanical, like it's running on autopilot rather than instinct. That's not the Cowboy way. Jerry Jones has always believed in flash, unpredictability, and entertainment, and right now, the Cowboys' offense was giving fans anything but that. Brian Schottenheimer, known for his conservative approach, never quite meshed with the aggressive, high-energy identity Jerry Jones loves. Behind the scenes, conversations between Jones, head coach Mike McCarthy, and Schottenheimer reportedly grew tense after a string of disappointing performances. And when Jerry starts losing patience, everyone in the building knows what comes next. This firing wasn't just about XS and OS. It was about control, image, and the Cowboys' eternal chase for glory in a league where every decision is magnified under the brightest lights in sports. Now, the real question everyone's asking: who steps in next? Rumors are swirling, and they're getting louder by the minute. Could Kellen Moore make a shocking return after his exit to the Chargers didn't pan out as planned? Or maybe Jerry will go after a big name, someone flashy, someone bold, maybe even a coach with head coaching experience looking for redemption. There's even been talk of Jerry leaning into analytics, trying to bring in a modern mind to revolutionize the offense in a way Schottenheimer never could. Cowboys fans, of course, are divided. Some say this was overdue, that Schottenheimer's conservative schemes were holding the team back. Others argue this constant chaos, this revolving door of coaches, is exactly why the Cowboys can't find stability. But for Jerry, stability has never been the goal. Excitement, headlines, and the promise of something bigger, that's what fuels him. So don't be surprised if this move is just the first domino to fall in what could become a full-blown shakeup at the Star. Behind closed doors, players are reacting, and the mood is mixed. Some veterans reportedly welcomed the change, saying it was time for a new voice, while others worry this will create more uncertainty in a season already teetering on the edge. Dak Prescott, always the diplomat, hasn't commented publicly yet, but sources close to him suggest he's frustrated with how the offense has performed but also cautious about yet another transition midseason. This move puts him in a tough spot. With Schottenheimer gone, all eyes turn to Dak, because now there are no more excuses. He's got to deliver. Jerry Jones made this move to spark urgency, but it could easily backfire if the offense doesn't rebound quickly. The Cowboys' next few games will be a defining stretch not just for the team, but for Dak's reputation as a franchise quarterback. For Jerry Jones, though, this is familiar territory. High stakes, high pressure, and the world watching every move he makes. It's what he lives for, and it's what keeps the Cowboys in the spotlight no matter how chaotic things get. If you think this story ends here, think again. Jerry Jones is not done. In fact, sources close to the team suggest this firing might be just the beginning of a larger shakeup, one that could even reach Mike McCarthy if things don't turn around soon. Jerry has been known to make big, emotional moves when he feels his team slipping from relevance, and this might be another chapter in that playbook. Schottenheimer's firing might serve as a warning shot to everyone else in the organization. Perform, or you're next. Fans across social media are already buzzing, dissecting every angle, predicting who could be on the way in, and what this means for the Cowboys' playoff hopes. The message from Jerry Jones couldn't be clearer. Mediocrity isn't acceptable in Dallas. Whether this bold move reignites the Cowboys' fire or plunges them deeper into chaos remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure. When Jerry Jones makes a move, the entire football world stops to watch. And right now, everyone's watching Dallas. The second half of this story dives even deeper into the storms swirling around the Cowboys organization. The press conference announcing Schottenheimer's dismissal was classic Jerry Jones. Confident, calculated, and dripping with the kind of Texas flair that only he can pull off. "We've got to make changes while there's still time," he said, his tone both firm and theatrical. This is about getting the Dallas Cowboys where they belong. And just like that, the room exploded with speculation. Reporters peppered him with questions about McCarthy's future, Dak's leadership, and who might take over play-calling duties. Jerry, of course, dodged specifics with that trademark grin of his, saying only that big things are coming. It's the kind of statement that drives fans crazy because it could mean anything: a new offensive coordinator, a new philosophy, or maybe even a shocking move for a veteran coach currently sitting on the sidelines. Whatever it means, it's clear Jerry is once again writing the script himself, and everyone else, players, fans, and media alike, are just trying to keep up. Behind the scenes, the Cowboys facility in Frisco is reportedly buzzing with nervous energy. Staffers are whispering in hallways, assistant coaches are glancing over their shoulders, and players are trying to stay focused amid all the noise. A mid-season firing like this doesn't just shake up the coaching staff, it ripples through the entire building. Offensive meetings feel tense, game plans are being reworked, and nobody's entirely sure who's taking the lead on Sunday. Some insiders claim that Mike McCarthy himself will take over play-calling duties, at least temporarily, while Jerry searches for the next permanent offensive mind. That adds an extra layer of pressure on McCarthy, who's already walking a tightrope with fans questioning his decision-making and game management. Every play, every drive from here on out will be under the microscope. And if this offense doesn't spark immediately, those whispers about McCarthy being next in line could turn into full-blown shouts before the season even ends. The ripple effects of this decision are stretching far beyond Dallas. Across the NFL, analysts are weighing in, former players are speaking up, and rival teams are watching with interest. Some say Jerry's move is desperate, a sign of a franchise panicking in real time. Others argue it's exactly the kind of accountability the Cowboys have lacked in recent years. Brian Schottenheimer, for his part, has stayed quiet so far, though insiders say he's disappointed but not surprised. He's been around this league long enough to know how quickly fortunes can change, especially under a high-profile owner like Jerry Jones. But what's fascinating is how this decision might shift the narrative for other struggling teams. Jerry has once again reminded the league that he's willing to do whatever it takes to chase success, even if it means creating chaos in the process. The Cowboys brand thrives on drama, and Jerry, the eternal showman, knows that better than anyone. This is his stage, and once again, he's at the center of it. Meanwhile, fans are reacting in full force. Cowboys Nation is split right down the middle. half cheering the move as a necessary change, the other half rolling their eyes at yet another season of upheaval. Social media is a storm of hot takes, memes, and speculation. Hashtags like hashtag Jerry Jones and hashtag Cowboys drama are trending, with fans debating if this will finally push Dak Prescott to elevate his game or if it's another distraction in a season already full of them. Local sports radio shows in Dallas are buzzing with callers demanding accountability and wondering if Jerry's hands-on approach is helping or hurting the franchise. It's a familiar cycle. Every few years, the Cowboys hit turbulence, and Jerry responds with bold, headline-grabbing moves. The question now is whether this will finally lead to results on the field or just another offseason of excuses and what-ifs. One thing's for sure, the Cowboys are once again the talk of the NFL, and Jerry wouldn't have it any other way. Keep watching as we analyze more details about some rumors. What's intriguing about this moment is how symbolic it feels. The Cowboys, once the gold standard of American sports, have spent decades chasing that elusive return to glory. Every season starts with hope and ends with heartbreak, and somewhere in the middle, there's always a defining moment, a pivot point that shapes the narrative. This might be that moment for 2025. Schottenheimer's firing could either spark a late-season surge or expose deeper cracks in the Cowboys' foundation. Either way, it's a gamble, and Jerry Jones is no stranger to gambling when it comes to his football empire. Fans have come to expect these roller coaster seasons, full of highs, lows, and constant uncertainty. But that's what makes the Cowboys different from every other team. They don't just play football, they live in the headlines. And with this latest move, Jerry has ensured the Cowboys remain the most talked-about team in the league, whether they're winning or not. As the dust settles, one thing is crystal clear. Jerry Jones isn't waiting for time to fix things. He's forcing change, demanding results, and pushing his franchise toward an uncertain but undeniably fascinating future. The Cowboys now stand at a crossroads. One path leads to redemption, the other to more frustration. The spotlight has never been brighter, the pressure never higher. And that's exactly how Jerry likes it. For decades, he's thrived on this mix of chaos and ambition, always chasing that next big win, that next championship that will restore the Cowboys' legacy. Whether this latest move becomes the turning point or another chapter in a long story of near misses, one thing is certain. The NFL is better, louder, and infinitely more entertaining when Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are at the center of the storm. And right now, that storm is only getting started. Finally, the broader question lingers. Can McCreary's arrival elevate the Eagles from a strong defensive unit to a dominant, game-changing force? Rumors suggest that his influence may be immediate, particularly in high-pressure divisional matchups where elite cornerback play can tip the scales. Analysts are weighing his potential against the backdrop of team strategy, coaching philosophy, and existing talent, while fans project highlight reel moments and crucial plays that could define the season. Social media is a storm of debate, anticipation, and speculation as supporters dissect every practice report, insider tidbit, and hypothetical matchup scenario. Observers note that while immediate results are never guaranteed, McCreary's skill set, mindset, and potential leadership could redefine the Eagles' defensive identity, creating opportunities for turnovers, momentum swings, and high-stakes victories. The rumor mill continues to churn, fueled by every report, every insider leak, and every analyst prediction, keeping the excitement alive as the season approaches. Ultimately, McCreary's signing is more than just a headline. It's a story in motion, a catalyst for debate, and a source of unrelenting anticipation that promises to dominate conversations, broadcasts, and fan speculation for months to come, as Philadelphia embraces a new era in its defensive evolution. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow NFL fans. Stay tuned for more updates, only here on NFL News Now.